Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Wise Word. I am Angela Thornton, and I so appreciate you joining me tonight. I have what I believe is something exciting. It excited me. It's from a devotional I read this morning, and I shared it with my prayer team, my prayer crew, my 6 a.m. crew this morning. And so I really want to talk with you tonight about the unveiled and the naked heart. So sit back and let's get ready to hear what the Lord would say to us. Well, now, the unveiled. The unveiled, the naked heart. What does that mean? It sounds like, whoa, what you talking about? Listen, Isaiah 33 and 16 says it this way. Such a person will live on the heights, his refuge a fortress among the cliffs, his food and water in steady supply. Then Joshua said to the people, Joshua 3 and 5, consecrate yourself, for tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you. Lord, today, consecrate yourself, for tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you. I read a devotional. It's called Letters from God. And in this letter, it said God was seeking two kinds of heart: the unveiled heart, the naked heart. Get this. The question is asked, what kind of person do you want to be? Who are you really? Who are you? And God is saying, I need you to cooperate with me so that I can make you the kind of person that I can never resist. And he says, if you allow me, I will reshape your heart. Lord, today, I'm going to be the potter. I will mold and make your heart. I will change the elements of who you are now that are not like me. Everything that you ever disliked about yourself will disappear. And if we're honest, if I'm honest, if you're honest, we all have something about ourselves that we dislike, something we would rather be a different way. But everything God says, everything you disliked about yourself will disappear if you allow me to reshape your heart. Because here's what I know for certain. Matthew tells us, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So whatever is in your heart is what's going to come out of your mouth. And so you'll say things about yourself. I don't like this. I wish I had this kind of hair. I wish I was that tall. I wish I could. Almost if I would. Maybe if I could. Well, that's not how God made you. But he said if you allow him, he'll reshape your heart. He will change the elements of your personality. And everything that you ever disliked about yourself, he said it'll disappear. And this is what blessed me this morning. You will become a blessing to yourself. A blessing to yourself. We spend so much time blessing others that we forget to be a blessing to ourselves. God says this, don't listen to the voice of your past experiences. Don't listen to that voice that said, well, you used to be, you used to do, this is where you were, this is what happened to you, this is what you did to someone. Don't listen to that. Do not bend your ear to your enemy's voice. Listen to my voice. My sheep, they know me. They know my voice. And a strangers, they will not listen to. You won't hearken to that. So who are you? What kind of person do you want to be? And I need you to cooperate with me. Let me reshape your heart. Let me take it like clay and mold it and reshape it. And I can change the elements of that personality that you say you don't like. So don't bend your ear to what somebody else is saying. No, no, no. Don't stop. Don't give the devil any airtime. He's saying, listen, listen to me, listen to my voice, follow my voice. Here's why I want you to follow my voice. I have a refuge for you. I got a refuge for you already reserved. I got a room. I got a hiding place. I got a safe place for you. It's already reserved for you. And get this, room service is provided and it doesn't cost you anything extra. And all your bills will be paid. Every one of them. Listen, you are coming for an all expenses paid trip with me, the Lord your God. The Lord your God. And then he says, everything you need, everything, everything, all the things that you need to live like a child of the king is yours. Everything. Whatever it is you think you need to live like my child, it's yours. It's yours. It's yours if you let me reshape your heart. If you unveil your heart, if you come to me and say, here I am. And then this is what blessed me. He says, my bodyguards, they go with you, protecting you from landmines. I got some bodyguards. Psalm says it this way: his angels have charge over you. They have charge over your going out and your going in. But in this devotional, the letter said, my bodyguards, they go with you, protecting you from landmines and assassins and hidden traps. So God already knows that the enemy is coming for you. He already knows that there are landmines, that there are distractions, and there are disruptions, and there are trials and tribulations. He already knows that there are going to be circumstances and stuff coming at you, and assassins trying to take you out, and hidden traps, things that you can't see. But I want you to be encouraged, because if you unveil your heart to him, this is what he says about the bodyguards that he has got to you. Don't worry about it. The special forces that I've assigned to you, they can see stuff in the natural and they can see in the spirit. Now, special forces excited me. I used to watch a show called The Unit. It was the best show ever. I could go right now and watch every episode of all 3 years. I loved The Unit. I love that show. I love The Unit. And Jonas and his guys, the special forces, they could go anywhere in any country. Like they spoke multiple languages. Sometimes they were in uniform and sometimes they looked like the bum on the street. You never knew who they were, but they were special forces. What I loved about these guys is that they fit in anywhere, but they always accomplished their mission. Always. Sometimes they got beat, sometimes they got bruised. They came out with a limp, but I declare in heaven, they never lost. Whoever that was assigned to the special forces came out just like they meant for them to. So that's what God says. I got special forces. I got angels assigned to you. They're never going to lose. They see in the spirit. They see hidden things. Sometimes they might look just like you. Sometimes, you may not know who they are, but don't worry about that. I got you. And so he says this: stay where I tell you. Now, don't go left if I told you to go right, because the special forces are on the right. They're not at the left. Because there's one thing about the special forces: they know their assignment, they know their target, pinpointed accuracy to the second. And if you're not where they are when they come to get you, then you're going to be left. God is saying, listen, let me have your heart, unveil your heart. He says, my special forces, they've never lost anyone I've assigned to them. Now, let me tell you this: the special forces for real, they probably have lost a person or two or three. But hey, God says his special forces, they've never lost anybody. Stay where I tell you. Do what I tell you. Everything you love will be safe. So don't worry about the child, the spouse, the parent, the job, the finances. Everything that you love will be safe. You could count on Jonas and his guy, Betty Blue, Mr. Gray. I know them all because I love that show. You could count on them. Mr. Brown. You could count on them. everything that they love would be safe. And so God says, I'm looking for an unveiled heart. I'm looking for a heart that's transparent. I'm looking for a heart that's vulnerable. I'm looking for a heart that's unprotected. Because here's what that means. You got to trust the special forces. Their methods might not be what you used to. But if you want to be saved, if you want to be delivered, if you want to be protected from the landmines and the assassins and the hidden traps, you got to go with what they're doing, not with what you know. Because what you know clearly has not worked, because that's why you are where you are. But if you allow your heart, if you allow God to hold on to your heart, if you come to Him vulnerable, Father, here I am. I'm not trying to protect myself. I've already discovered I need your special forces. Here's what He promises you: I will give you unlimited access. He says, if you give me unlimited access to your heart, like you don't try to hide anything. When the special forces come and they say, is anybody else in the room? Don't lie, because they need to know. If they say, what are you hiding? If they say, have you told anybody we were coming? Don't lie. So God says, I want to have unlimited access to your heart. I don't want you to hide this little bit over here, that little bit of unforgiveness. I don't want you to hide that little bit of business, over here, that bitterness. I don't want you to say, God, I can't tell you everything. No. I need unlimited access. He says, if you do this, I will give you the keys of life. And get this, y'all, anything, all things, there's nothing outside of all, will be possible. That's what I love, because there's nothing outside of all. And then he says this, you choose, because I already have. You choose if you want to give me unlimited access to your heart. You choose. You choose. Do what kind of person you want to be. You choose if you want to cooperate with me so you can be the person that I can't resist. You choose if you want to allow me to reshape your heart. I've already chosen. I said yes. I'm waiting on you to say yes. And then he says this, listen, if you unveil your heart, then I need you to take this thing one step further. And I want your heart to be naked. Lord, today. And you like, naked? What? Hold on, God, hold on. We got to have some clothes and cover something. No. I want you to come naked. Listen, there's another movie I watched. It was with Will Smith. And these people were chasing him, and he couldn't figure out how everywhere he went, they knew. Well, they had put a bug in his shoe. There was a bug in his belt. There was a bug in his coat. So what did he have to do? He had to strip naked, so that he could get away from the enemy. He had to strip naked. God is saying, you got to come naked. You got to come naked. You can't have anything hidden. No little bugs in your shoe, no little bug in your ear. No, look, God, I got this proclivity, but I can handle it. No, you got to come naked. And here's what will happen if you come naked. Outrageous miracles are his specialty. Help me, Jesus. Not just a miracle, outrageous miracles. Not that he can just do them, they're his specialty. He says this, I love to surprise you. Who doesn't like a good surprise? Especially if you know it's coming from God. I mean, come on, your spouse, your kids give you a surprise and they give good gifts. Oh, you like the surprise. He says this, if you come to me with a naked heart, I long to shock you into greatness. He says, the greater your calling, the greater the miracles. The greater your calling, the greater the miracles. And then it asks this question, the devotional asks this question as God is talking. Do you believe you were born to be obscure? Do you? Do you believe you were born to live in obscurity? Or do you feel greatness beating in your heart? Good gracious alive. Here's what I know. Genesis says it this way, let us make man in our likeness and according to our image. He made him, in his image and according to his likeness. The Psalm says you're fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm trying to figure out. They tell me in Ephesians, I'm the righteousness of God created in Christ Jesus to do the work that he's called and laid out beforehand. They say he's the author and finisher of my faith. So no, I wasn't born to be obscure. There's greatness beating in my heart because I am made in the image and likeness of God, and so were you. But we got to come to him, though, unveiled. We got to come to him naked. And then here is a command that we're given when in this little devotion I'm reading. Live expecting the impossible, and the impossible will happen. Now, we can't live like, Lord, I hope so. Oh, no. You said outrageous miracles are your specialty, so I'm living expecting outrageous miracles because it's impossible for me. But with you, all things are possible. So I'm living expecting this outrageous miracle to happen. I'm going to wallow in your supernatural surprises. I'm going to roll around in them, kicking and screaming, giggling. Let me alter the world of your friends and enemies. Let me surprise your family with greatness. Let me draw the genius out of you. I know where you are gifted, God said, because I made you, because I created you. So I know where you're gifted. And I know how to bring it out of you. I know more about your gifting than you know about your gifting, because before I formed you, I knew you. And before you were born, I called you and I set you apart. So let me draw the genius out of you. You might not think it's genius in you. You may not know where it is, how to get to it. Maybe somebody has told you before that you weren't a genius, but now you can tell them, well, no, that's not true because God says I am, and I'm made in his image and in his likeness. So, yeah, greater is in me. And then he says this, let me fulfill your dormant dreams, the dreams that have died, the dreams you stopped laying hold to, the dreams that you've given up on. But if you come with a naked heart, he says, I can fulfill those dormant dreams. I can rearrange your life if you give me your naked heart. He says, I will establish your life plan. You don't have to worry about it. Stop trying to figure this out. Come to me with a naked heart. Come to me with an unveiled heart, and I will establish your life plan for you. And I'm going to establish each section of your life, and I'm going to organize it perfectly. Now, I am not the organization guru. That's not my thing. Don't ask me that. But God says I do it real well. Every section of your life. Think about it this way. David was a young boy. He was on the backside of the mountain. He was fighting the bears and all of that stuff, organized. And then here comes Samuel looking for the sons who going to be king. And he saw all them other brothers. No, they not it. They not it. That no, he's not it. You got another one because none of these are it. Yeah, I got one over there, but he a little stinky because he back over there with the sheep and then, out there in the field somewhere. Well, go get that one. Him, that's it. That part of his life organized. The next thing we know, David is 15, but he becomes king at 30. But in between that, he got to fight Goliath, another part of his life organized. God organized it so that while he was fighting the bears, when he saw Goliath, he was no longer afraid because he was used to fighting things bigger than him. You got to come with a naked heart and let him draw out the stuff that's in you. And then God says this, turn aside from the distractions. Turn aside. Some stuff you got to let go. You got to stop doing. You got to say no. No is a complete sentence and requires no explanation. No. Well, why? No, I don't owe you an explanation of why. God said some stuff I need to let go, so I'm going to let go. Turn aside from distraction. You're a distraction. Find the well of life when you do. Here's the other thing he says. Cast off all your burdens and heavy loads. Stop trying to carry that ball and chain. It wasn't meant for you to carry. It's too heavy. And if you have a naked heart, guess what? You don't have anything on it. So nothing is there to load you down. Strip off the dust, strip off the dirt, strip off the mud. Come naked and clean before me. Make me the Lord of your heart. Throw away any of the false masks. Pull down the fences. Pull down anything that's going to hinder you from coming to me. Stop trying to be perfect Patty. That's not who I called you to be. And here's the thing. I already know you're not perfect Patty because nothing is hidden from my eyes. So I know who you are. So come to me. Take off the false mask. You don't have to be perfect for me. You don't have to be super deep, super holy. You don't have to be deep Debbie. You don't have to be holy Harriet. I just need you to come to me with a naked heart. Take off the mask. Pull down the fences that's protecting you from the cannibals. I already told you, I've given you bodyguards. They're with you. They've got you. They've never lost. Special forces. Come on. So the cannibals can't get to you. I know it's stuff out there trying to eat you, the assassins, but I've got some bodyguards, some angels surrounding you. You're good. And then he says this, find the secret place where I live. Find the secret place where I live. God promises, if you would do this today, he says, I will release the waiting miracles. I will release the waiting miracles. There are miracles waiting for you. God has things waiting for you. He got stuff waiting. He knows where you're gifted. He's got outrageous miracles. I'm telling you, you need to go watch. You need to go watch the unit and see how the special forces operated. I'm trying to tell you, unveil your heart, unmask your heart. Come before the Lord with gladness. Come before him singing. Come before him naked and unashamed. Come before him raw. Yeah, I got a proclivity or two, something that I'm just holding on to, and I don't think I can let it go by myself. Don't worry about it. You don't have to go to the 12 steps. I don't need 12 steps to deliver you. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but I promise to deliver you from them all. But you got to first come to me as you are. God, I've given up on my dreams a long time ago. Nothing has gone right. I've sinned too much. Who said? Who said? I said the only thing that God is like, hey, did you blaspheme the Holy Spirit? Oh, okay, well then good. I can forgive that. Come to him with an unveiled, with a naked heart. Let him bring out the genius in you. Let him take the gifts he's put in you and show you how to use them to fulfill the dormant dreams. Let him rearrange your life in the place of a naked heart. See, if you got a naked heart, it's like a blank canvas. An artist, I can start with a blank canvas, but if you got all kind of stuff, you ever tried to paint a wall? You got to prime it first to make it a blank canvas. If somebody has put a mural on the wall, well, you can't just start painting. You got to sand it down, you got to smooth it, you got to prepare it, then you got to prime it. Now you got a naked and a blank canvas. Now an artist can work with a blank canvas. What an artist can't work with is stuff everywhere. God wants you to come like that. Come as a blank canvas. God, I'm coming to you as a child. I'm coming in your presence. I know nothing. What I do know is that you've got me. I'm coming because you say you love to surprise me. I'm coming because I did believe I was born to be obscure, but you said it's greatness beating in my heart. So I'm coming with my heart naked now so you can uncover the greatness that I've allowed to be covered with years and years of stuff and life and hard times and hard situations and lack of faith and fear and what other people have piled onto me. I'm pouring all of that out. You know, like a potter does. He takes that piece of clay, and if it's got a blemish, he breaks it down and he remolds it and he starts all over again. And then with what you see that looks like a big old hunk of lump of clay, that when he gets finished, it's a beautiful, beautiful vase. You've ever seen a glassmaker work? He takes that thing and reshapes it and it becomes beautiful. I was trying to see if I could get that bowl, but it's a little too far. It's beautiful. God says this, throw away the false mask, put down the fences. If you do that today, I promise you, I'm going to release the waiting miracles. See, guess what? It's the naked heart. That's the trumpet that summons him. The naked heart makes a sound that a heart that's full of stuff can never make. You ever tried to blow a trumpet? If you put something in the bottom of it, no sound is going to come out of it because it's full of stuff. But if you remove it and start blowing, it's a beautiful, beautiful sound. That's what God wants. He wants your naked heart. He wants an unveiled heart. He wants you to know if you consecrate yourself, I will do wonders among you. I'll show you the kind of person that I created you to be. If you let me remold your heart, I need your cooperation. Now, I'm not going to do it if you're going to resist me. I'm going to just let you be. But if you come and let me reshape you, if you come and let me remold you, I got a room reserved for you. I got some bodyguards to protect you. They never lost. If you give me unlimited access to your heart, if you do this, I'll give you the keys of life. You choose. You choose. I got outrageous miracles. It's my specialty. If you live expecting me to do what I said I'm going to do, I'll do it. Let me surprise you. If you believe that I've gifted you, let me show you. Let me show you the greatness in you. I created you in my image. You are a royal nation. You are a royal priesthood. You are the child of a king. Don't live beneath what a king's kid is supposed to live beneath. I got you. Live expecting the impossible. Let me establish this plan for your life. Put on the mask. Come to me naked and unashamed. I'm not going to judge you. I already know you. I knew what you were going to do before you did. Remember this. It's the naked heart. That's the trumpet that summons God. He's already chosen what he wants to do. You choose. He already has. God bless you. Thank you so, so much for allowing me to spend this little time with you talking about an unveiled and a naked heart. And until next time, be blessed, walk in victory, know that what God has created you to be and do, you still got time to do it. Have an amazing, amazing week, month, day until I see you again. God bless. Bye-bye.